Isang magandang Martes sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang November 23, 2021 edition ng The Stock Market Today at 32 days na lang Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chadoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer who started to invest in the Philippine stock market in 2007, and I do this report every day, which I started August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa Converge. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSA ngayong araw. Ika-23 ng Nobyembre 2021. Dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Don't go away. Okay, so let's start po with our financial headlines. At this is from the business world, no? FLI bullish on growth after strong home sales. Then EEI joint venture bags 11 billion propane plant project in Saudi Arabia. Del Monte Pacific approves issuance of dollar-denominated senior notes. So baka ito yung papalit dun sa dollar preferred shares, ano? Then PSE okays Philippine Estates 1.45 billion stock rights offering. And then finally LBC Express swings to a loss. So let's now go to our main news, which is Converge, no? Converge eyes MSCI index inclusion. Yan po. Converge ICT Solutions on Monday said its shareholder Coherent Cloud Investments BV sold 420 million shares for 30 pesos each, a move to bring the listed company closer to the MSCI index. The transaction, which reduced Coherent Cloud's interest in Converge to 10.25% from 15.83%, increased the Dennis Anthony H. Uy-led company's public float, or shares that can be publicly traded and are unrestricted, from 20.4% to 26%. Coherent Cloud is owned by U.S. private equity firm Warburg Pincus. This puts Converge in a stronger position to be included in the MSCI index in the upcoming index reviews. Converge co-founder and president Maria Grace Y. Uy said at a virtual briefing. PhilStocks Financial Inc. Senior Research Analyst Japet Luis Tantiangco said the MSCI index is a gauge very much followed by the global investment community. So, a stock inclusion in the said index may boost sentiments towards it, he said in a phone message. Inclusion in the MSCI will allow increased exposure to global funds and consequently higher value turnover for the stock, Regina Capital Development Corp equity analyst Ana Corinne M. Agravio said by phone. By the way, ang ibig pong sabihin ng MSCI ay Morgan Stanley Capital. MSCI means Morgan Stanley Capital International. They cater to global and equity funds. So, yung inclusion po ng Converge sa MSCI would boost its price, no? Yung price ng stock. At titingnan po natin ang Converge mamaya kung saan po siya pupunta or nasaan na po siya dahil nagdidip po yung stock. Okay, so that's our news for the day, and let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange. And before we get to the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, may I just acknowledge some comments here from our dear subscribers. So tignan po natin yung kanilang comments. Okay, sabi ni Cats Big Water, thanks for the insight po. I never watch your video po, Sir Benj, without pressing the like button first. Naku, maraming pong salamat sa inyong Cats, ano? Maraming pong salamat sa inyong pagsuporta. Aaron Cheng, ano ito? First? Okay, salamat po sa first. And then, sabi ni Mike Miguel, Sir, likely ba na ibalik sa dati ang trading hours ng PSE? Mas parang okay kasi na shortened time na until 1 p.m. Would be glad to hear your thoughts. Okay, top of mind lang kasi, no? Kaya, dati kasi hanggang 12 o'clock lang or 12:30 lang eh. Or I think 12 o'clock, ano? Tapos ginawa nilang up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon dahil they are aligning the practice on regional, no? The regional practice of the exchanges, kung anong oras sila nagko-close, ano? I think it closes before the pandemic at 3:30 in the afternoon, so 9:30 to 3:30 to align with global and regional standards. Kasi kung the longer the exchange is open, the more transactions there will be and the more liquid there will be. Ngayon, nung pandemic, na-shorten yung time, ano? From 9:30, nagko-close ng 1 o'clock. Which is, sa akin, convenient na rin, no? But, kailangan i-align din natin sa global standard, eh. Kung gusto natin maging global, ano? Or kung gusto natin ma-align na sarili natin sa industry or the regional standard, ay the longer the exchange is open, the better. Because there will be more transactions, more liquidity in the market. So that's my take for that. Okay? So anytime soon siguro, baka mabalik uli yan sa 3:30 p.m. Dahil yun nga, no? Yung global standard. In fact, yung foreign exchange nga in other countries, New York, London, Europe, ay 24 hours po ang foreign exchange trading. So the exchanges are also open at a longer time. Okay po? So that's my take for that. Maraming po salamat sa inyong tanong. And right now, let's go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay. Sana po ay hindi masyado maingay. Ako po ay lumipat ng lugar. And let's take a look. The PSCI gained 118.49 points. Wow, that is a great leap, ano? 1.63% up to end at 7401.16. Meron po net foreign buying at 775.75 million. And tama po yung sinasabi ni BDO Securities, ano? Yung dalawang red hammer, isang red, isang green, is both a bullish hammer. So nag-rebound nga ang ating index, ano? And it's still under the candlestick. And I maintain the support at EMA 50, 71.55. Ngayon yung ating market summary, the all share index also gained 1.51%. But not as much as the PSCI, no? All the sectoral indices are up, led by the services at 2.32, followed by the financials at 2.27, and mining at 2.11%. Ngayon po, we'll be reviewing the following stocks. Reviewing po natin yung mga nagkaroon ng positive impact. So, ano po ang ating reviewin? Although Monday is number 1, I will not review Monday. I'll be reviewing Converge, BDO, ACEN, ICT, Dito, nag-figure po siya dito, and MWC 6.4. Okay? Yun po yung ating re-reviewin ngayong araw. Okay, so let's start with Converge. Okay, Converge had a bounce today. It's a hammer also, and a bullish at that. Reverse hammer tong shooting star. Actually, this is a shooting star or a reverse hammer. Mukhang reverse hammer to, but this one is a hammer. So it's up 1 peso and 20 centavos with the news of the Converge being a strong candidate for the MCSI, So the support of Converge is at MA100 at 30.55, and the resistance lagay po natin dito at 35.77. Okay, and then after Converge, tignan naman natin si BDO. Tagal na natin hindi na-review si BDO. Oy, nagkaroon ng surge si BDO, ha? And mukhang this is a breakout with volume at mukhang maganda ang kinabukasan ni BDO with this breakout, Sana po mag-continue ito kinabukasan. Normally po, pagka breakout ng ganyan, either tumutuloy pataas or nagko-consolidate muna bago tumaas. Ganun po ang characteristic ng isang breakout. So, it is now sitting at resistance. Nasa resistance po siya at 137.50 with support ay nandito po sa EMA20 actually, or EMA50, 115.36, or within that area po ang kanyang support ni BDO. At sana po ay dumiretso na po kasi dito po dumiretso siya. Ngayon dito ay may posibilidad po na dumiretso pa itaas. Okay, ACEN, let's look at ACEN. Okay, si ACEN ay nagkaroon siya ng green candlestick, but it's a very short candlestick with an above average volume, just piercing through the EMA20 actually, ending at 12.04. So 14 centavos up, but I would say it's still sideways to bullish ang movement ni ACEN. Ngayon po ang resistance niya ay nandito po sa area ito sa 12.70, while the support, let's take EMA20 as our support. So nasa 12 pesos po ang kanyang support, or sorry, 11.50 po ang kanyang support. And then ICT, by the way, binabati ko nga pala si Marie Galvez, Si Marie ay ka-lunch ko kanina. Si Marie is my cousin actually, my second cousin, and we had lunch kanina. At okay naman, nasa Alabang Town Center po kami. At marami na ring tao na nandun, And sinamahan ko siya doon sa kasi galing ng US yan so may dala siyang cellphone. Pumunta kami doon sa Tiangge ng cellphone at nagpa-load. Anyway, Marie, hope you enjoy your stay here. Okay? And then, International Container Terminal, nag-surge siya, Gaining 2.59 points or 5 pesos. So it's a resistance level. Actually, resistance po is a little higher, bit higher than that, nasa 200 po. Pero resistance level na po ito, with support nandito po sa MA100 177. But the higher support after that would be here, nasa 177 actually. So we take the MA100 as our support. So po, yan po si ICT. Kung titingnan po natin ang projection ni BDO Securities, ang ICT based on fundamentals ay ang presyo po niya ay 215. Yun po si ICT. So there's an upside of about 10% pa. Okay, after ICT, si LPG naman na matagal nang natenga, breakout kaya to. Yun, breakout siya with dividends, so 60 centavo dividend. But this is a breakout with higher than average volume, and actually nasa resistance level na siya, but the next resistance after that would be here at 12.95 to 13 pesos, no? Yan po yung next resistance, 13 pesos, CLPG. When I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. So yung EMA 50 is acting as our support. So 10.14. Yan po. So sana po magtuloy-tuloy yan, pero fundamentals po, LTG is worth 12 pesos. So nasa 11 na po siya. So konti na lang po yung kanyang upside. And then after LTG ay dito, matagal na nating nawala. Matagal nang nawala itong dito. Yun, nag-bounce, no? So nagkaroon ng green candlestick dito and tumuloy siya. The second bounce, I wouldn't say that this is a breakout, but this is a green engulfing candlestick. Nagkaroon siya ng resistance dito sa 520 level, no? So nasa 6 pesos na siya, gaining 8.44%, 47 centavos up. But it is still bearish. RSI is bearish at 41. So another upside siguro would turn this thing around. But our indicators is pointing that it's still a bearish trend, you know? Pero the two green candlesticks these two green candlesticks are strong candlesticks, and I think we will see a lot more of dito in the coming days. And then finally, MWC. Kay Mr. Rason din to, yun tumaas din siya, 6.4%. We have dividends of 53 centavos per share to end at 25.75 or 1 peso 55 centavos up. So nasa actually resistance area na po. Nasa 26 po kasi ang resistance, but I would say this is already part of the resistance area, and EMA 50 is our support level at 23.14. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. November 23, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chodoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli, God bless, stay safe. Bye for now.